I totally get your love of production. I mean, it just comes through talking to you. But I guess to turn that into a question, could you talk a little bit more? I mean, just getting back to the issue of you as a first-time director, like how did you get to this point to have the opportunity to do this? Like when you look back at the work that you did previously, like what worked for you? What things would you recommend?
Well, certainly the reason why I ever wanted to even become a director was getting to work as an assistant to Miguel Arteta. And previous to that, like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to be a television executive, but I didn't even know what that meant. And then I was like, just wanted to be around, I don't know, comedy or something. And so then I got a job being Miguel's assistant on Chuck and Buck, and then I worked for him again as his assistant on The Good Girl. And that's when I like learned what movie making is and what the role of the director is, and it just seemed like a really fun job. Like if you're gonna like do something like that, seemed like a good way to go about it. And so then I just started directing, quote unquote, like directing like $50 music videos, or like the Girls Guitar Club, which you mentioned was the first ever thing I ever said action on, which was I think in 2001 or 2. And it was a short film for like no money that I made with my friends, and just from that point on, I just kept shooting, and with the goal of like just trying to make it my occupation because I just loved doing it so much, and it took a long time for me to be able to support myself, but I just kept at it, and finally I got to the point where I was doing commercials, which got like you can afford to live off of them as opposed to music videos, and then I just was shooting a bunch, but I don't know specifically what. I think it's just maybe some short films that were kind of funny that people like, and I mean there's like Woody just even last night said to me, he's like, who would have thought off a Burger King commercial, like that's like he was like, I never would have guessed, like so I really don't know how I got this opportunity. Like I think it was like an enthusiasm for sure for the material. I think I came up with a good idea for the ending, which they didn't really have, and so they're like, oh,
with the theme park,
yeah, like the movie was kind of aimless, and I was like, it needs a destination, it needs a climax, and like I think that's like part of what got me the job. And then I guess like they wanted somebody with somewhat of a younger sort of like relate to the kids kind of web sensibility, and which I have a couple of shorts that have been seen a few times online, and so I think it was like just a combination of those things, and just good luck, like really just luck and getting a break.
Well, thank you, Ruben.
Thank you,
all
Josh.
for
Thank
coming.
you, everybody, for coming. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, though. Seriously, it was awesome.